Right, so the first movement, I have a strap available if you feel like you need, otherwise you can pop your feet underneath a very heavy couch. Right, so you're going to bring your hands behind your thighs and you're going to roll down nice and slow, and then from this area you're going to draw back up, yeah? So you inhale nice and slow, and then you exhale and pull everything in. And this is just a little bit of a warm-up for your back, yeah? And then you're gonna go a little bit more, and then draw your navel to the spine and come back in, yeah? I hope you can hear me well. I will try to put some links and some directions and explanation underneath. And we're going to do this about 3 to 5 times just to warm up your body a little bit, and then we're going to go all the way down. Yeah? So from here we're going to start the exercise, but before we do that, I want you to think of pushing your arms into the mat. Yeah, I'm going to be a little bit sideways so you don't have too much of a bum connection there. So I want you to think of drawing your tummy into the spine. So you're going to be pushing your tummy into the mat, and you try not to leave the mat. And you're going to draw that leg lifting from that connection through the center. So you can alternate legs, but thinking of this leg connection and pulling everything in. Yeah? So we're going to lift the legs, and you're going to be pulling and drawing your center into the mat. So your legs feel like very light because your center is nice and strong. Yeah? And now I want you to turn around, and I want you to think of you drawing your core in, and you're going to slide your leg on the mat. You're going to draw the leg back up. And you slide the leg out, draw it back up. And that movement is coming from that nice strong core. Joseph Pilates used to say your leg starts up here. Yeah. So you can have that center. Good. So we did 5 times on this leg. We're going to do 5 times on the other leg. You can slide the leg and draw it back in. Yeah. So every time we lift our legs, it's your center that is moving your legs. Yeah. So I hope you can see me. I hope you can see that. I don't have a cameraman today. Right. So from there, we're going to think of lifting the leg up and lifting the other leg up. Okay. So we are going to touch one at a time on the mat, pulling everything in from the center. Yeah, and you can breathe normal on this one. This is not a breathing exercise. Yeah. Now we're going to start doing a breathing exercise. So I want you to place your foot back down, push your arms into the floor, engage your back muscles, the back of the arms, and you're going to start pumping about 6 inches up and down, nice and vigorously, nice and strong. Pump it like you mean it. And then with this pumping, think of anchoring and sinking your center into the mat. And then from that, you're going to lift your head from this head with this abdominal connection and up from your neck muscles. You're going to start inhaling into your nose for 5 counts. And then you exhale through your nose for 5 counts. So that's 10, 8, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. In 2, 5, and exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Now lift your leg from your center. And keep breathing. Breathe in and exhale. Breathe in and exhale. Of course, you can do the same thing with your head down if it gets tired. And you can always lift your leg up as you're pumping. And you can lower the leg as you like. It will depend how strong the center is. One day you'll be doing a little lower, or perhaps not today. Inhale and exhale. In with air, out with the air. in with the air. Exhale through the nose. One more time. In with the air. And out with the air. Good. And then do this in. And rest. Nice. Now you're going to bring your hands behind your leg. If it's very hard for you, you can always roll up and come. Yeah? So I'm going to turn around again to face you. So you're going to roll down nice and slow. And then you roll back up again. Yeah? And again, roll down nice and slow. And then roll back up again. Yeah, so you stay in a small range, just a little bit. And then you come back up and feel free to use your arms to help you to connect. And that's when you want to perhaps use the strap or bring your feet underneath the heavy furniture. And you can go all the way down. Inhale. Exhale. Draw your belly button to the spine as you roll down and as you roll back up. Good. And of course, eventually your legs are going to be completely straight. And eventually your arms are going to be coming out. And you want to reach and stretch. You can do the same thing with your knees bent. Inhale, come up. Exhale. And then once you get to here, you stretch your body, lifting your waist away from your thigh. Yeah? Good. So now you want to think of lifting the leg from your center and bringing it back down. So that connection still trying to be made that this leg is nice and light and the center is doing everything. Keep it up there. Keep that leg turn out just a little bit. And draw the core to move your leg in a circle. Like a circle. Yeah? So cross around and up. Cross around and up. Draw the core in to move your leg. And you do that about 5 times. Now go away from the body and draw it to bring you back in. Yeah? So your shoulders are open, your chest is open, and you're pulling everything in. Now from here, you bring the leg down, lift to bring it back up, draw the core, make sure you turn out the leg a little bit, and we go. Around and across, 1, 2, you can make it small circle or a bigger circle, and go ahead and reverse that. 4, 3, 2, and 1, and place it back down. Roll up the best way that works for you, either with your hands behind your legs or with your legs straight. Nice. I'm going to turn face you again. And I want you to see that I'm connecting with my back muscles when my hands are behind me. Yeah? So you're going to lift your legs, connect with your back muscles, and pretend you're a little ball. And you're going to roll back a little bit. And then you pull yourself to come back up. So connecting with the muscles of your back. You can breathe in and out as you go back. So you go back a little bit, you can inhale. And now you can go all the way back. And then come back. And again, inhale to go back. Exhale. To make it more difficult, try not to use your legs for momentum. That connection. Of course, this is a little bit more challenging when you bring your hands on your ankle. Yeah? hand on the ankle, make it much more difficult. So stick with your hands here if you need to. But, and try not to use any momentum. Yeah? So we're almost there. Now you roll down into your spine again, articulating your spine. You're going to think of what we did, yeah, with the legs here. You're going to hug one leg, keep the other one in there. Find your back connection, yeah, and switch, and switch, and switch. And once you feel like you're ready, you can draw your tummy in and lift your head to switch your legs. Yeah? And this connection through the back is being made. The core is moving the legs. Once you're ready, you can lower the leg a little bit more. Yeah, and you can just breathe naturally on this one. We're gonna do 5 to 10 repetitions. So that's 7, 8, 8, 9, 9, 10, 10. Feel free to keep your head down the whole time. Yeah? Now you're going to draw both legs in and you're going to reach them to the ceiling and your arms are going to push them into the floor and hug them back in. Push them, anchor, and push and hug. You can add breath. Inhale, get a little V. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Join your head with your upper abdominal muscles lifting your head. Inhale. Exhale. So you can keep your hands there if that helps you. Otherwise, you can join to reach or reach forward and you will look like the one we just did, the 100. Yeah? And you can do the same thing, 5 or 10 repetitions, and you're hugging in. So as your legs go away from you, your core goes the opposite way. Good. Rest your head. Right leg up. Left leg down a little bit. Pull, pull, switch. Pull, pull. Draw the center into the mat. So there's always that nice tight connection between your back. Just breathe naturally on this one. Of course, bring your head if you're ready. And you can always lower your leg a little more. Yeah? Find this back connection to pull, 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 pull. And you can do that 5 to 10 times. Yeah? And rest. Good. Hands gonna go behind your lower back. Roll the legs up. Get your little V for peace or Pilates. Pilates V. Down, down, down. Up for 1. Down 1, 2, 3. Up for 1. What brings the leg back is your center. Yeah? Eventually your hands are going to be there. And of course, behind your head once you're ready. Yeah? So you take your time and you decide where you want to be. Good. 3 more. 2 more. And 1. Make sure when your hands are there that they're not behind your lower back. That's going to make you arch your back. It's really towards your bum, lower back area to support, but not to make you arch. Yeah? Good. Now keep your hands behind your head, and the opposite elbow is going to go towards that knee, and the other knee. And you think that your waist, it's what is doing the work. Yeah? Now you can try to reach the other leg out. ultimately, you want to keep your body completely twisted. Completely twisted. Yeah? And rest. And you can do this once in each side, 3 times. Whatever works best for you. Yeah? So now that we did all that, you finish. You can hug your knees, both knees into your chest. Place your feet on the floor again and roll up. Yeah? So the next exercise is we're going to open your feet a little wider than your shoulders. And sometimes it's hard to keep your knees straight. So you can go ahead and bend your knees a little bit if you want, if you wish. The most important part is not to keep your knees straight, but it's not to sink into your back. So if you need to bend your knees a little bit, but stay nice and straight, that's what we want. So you decide what you're going to do with your legs. Another thing you can do is you can grab a little mat. If you have tight hamstrings, tight the back of the legs, you can sit up on something a little taller, and that will allow you to keep your legs straight. Okay? So these are your options. You need to remove, and you're going to make a diamond shape. Think of your back connection, arms and back. You push your hands into the mat, only with the purpose of drawing your body. So push your mat away from your center. Like if someone is hovering, holding you back behind you. Yeah? So push to scoop. And one day, this center is going to be so strong connected with your legs that those legs are just going to levitate off the mat eventually. You can do that with the knees bent, just trying to find this oppositional word. The more you push, the more you stoop. Another variation is for to get a nice stretch through the whole body. You can bring your arms forward, you can sit up nice and tall. Inhale and then exhale and draw your belly button back as you go forward as far as you can, and then roll back up. Just for the sake of stretching your back of the legs. Keep your toes up to the ceiling. Draw your belly button away from your thighs. Inhale, lift, and exhale.